wetback. Daddy, go to sleep.
I knew that would happen. Yeah, working on it. camera ran out of storage before, so these are the bits I was cutting out. They're all cleaned up, looking pretty. Okay, so how this is going to work is gravity feed and and this larger section of square tubing down here. I've gone upper size to just give a bit of room for ash build up. There'll be a door on the front, door on the back, but you've already seen this because you've seen the thumbnail and, well, I haven't. That'll go up like that. And the air is going to travel through and it's going to zigzag back and forward, and then go out a riser on the top. Now, the idea with this is basically I want my pipe to always be heading uphill. I'm trying to avoid rolling a coil, and I want to use a stainless steel pipe for the water to run through. Now, for this test one, I'm probably just going to end up using steel pipe, just gives me a ballpark idea. I'm also going to clean this material right up, get it all very shiny, and do a burn. But before I add any water pipes or anything, because what that's going to do is the heat from the fire is going to discolor the steel, and I'm going to see on the steel where it's the hottest, and that's where I want to put the water pipe. So that's going to be my like redneck scientific backyard way of going about working the best route for the water. And I just want to try to keep it all, I want to give it as long as possible and make maximum use of the heat, and then have that final riser going out the top just to create the draw to keep the whole system running. And then once I've sort of done that, I'm going to start adding extra air holes down along here. And the idea of that is, whilst there's still heat, but there might not be enough oxygen to create to burn up all the gases. So by adding an extra air hole, just a small one, that's going to create hopefully a bit of a secondary burn, and that secondary burn is going to create more heat, and so that more heat then can progress back a bit where there might yet still be more unburnt fuel. And anyway, if I just keep going back, we'll see how far I can get back, but I'm hoping that will that something as little as drilling a few little holes, once I've seen where all the heat is, will hopefully add yet even more heat, if that makes sense. So I just need to crack on now. It's early in the morning and we haven't done your hair. And you're about to do some painting.
What?
Yep. But anyway. So, we're going to do a test burn now. Off camera I just tack welded these pipe legs on there. They're kind of growing on me, so they might become a permanent feature of the stove. So the purpose of this burn is to do a good hot burn. One, to blow off any gal that's going to melt off outside where it's just going to get blown away. Hello Alana. Oh, everyone's out to watch the first test burn. It's become a family thing. That's great. There's not a lot of deadfall on this place. The trees that I have around the house are not it's lovely and straight. It's fairly light soft wood, but anyway, we'll start on this and then we'll move to the pine. No, we don't. No, not on this stove. I mean, I've got lots of trees down there that are on this block, and I might have to see what I can harvest from down there as far as deadfall is concerned. But today we are running pallet pine, untreated, and yeah, let's do this. Okay, we're starting to get warm now. Still not up to temperature though.
Yeah,
There's, it's not supposed to be doing that. Like I say, we're still getting hot. I had a feeling this stove would take a little while to get to running temperature, so we're only a few minutes in. We are creating draw. We'll just keep feeding it. While this is running, I am going to start drilling some little air holes along here. Okay. So we can see fire behind those holes. It starts to back off a little bit there. when it comes through, and we sort of stop about there. So with the current amount of heat, fuel and oxygen, we're sort of only getting that far up. So I'm going to add a few more holes down here and see if that climbs up a couple more holes. We've jumped a couple of holes. And the smoke's gone down. No, I won't call anything to do with the smoke yet. But we have jumped a couple of holes. And that's even with... Brought me cake?
No, it's my cake.
Oh. Okay, we're out in the old shed. And just wanted to be somewhere a little bit more sheltered. And I wanted to try some hardwood and just see what sort of difference that makes. I'll just show you what I've done up here to the right. I've just added another about 600 mil. Seems to need it. And I just want to see how it goes. There's a slight breeze sort of coming through the shed, but it's better than where it was yesterday. What are you laughing about?
Daddy, what are you doing?
I'm trying to light a fire in the most inefficient way humanly possible.
It's there. It's in there.
And phew. So it would seem that it really likes it when the stove is hot. Surprise, surprise. And when this hopper is pretty much chockers, it runs. It seems to run the best. I've just been playing with this door at the front, which is sort of like my airflow control point. Yeah, these little secondary burn holes seem to be doing their job. Yeah, we're a good half hour into the burn now. I haven't touched that or shuffled it down. I will now, just to see what happens. It's doing really well. Just stuck the hot chocolate on top just to keep it warm. No smoke. And the heat out the top, well, it's getting blown away because of the breeze. To give you an idea of what the breeze is doing, I'll just get a bit of dirt here, and so that's a sort of what I'm dealing with. You're not going to get that inside. Still a little bit of heat coming out of there, but I can certainly, I can't, it's not like I can't hold my hand over it, but it's certainly, it's pretty warm and a little bit moist. See how it copes with something a bit. Sorry. Well, I am as warm as toast. And the hot chocolate is pretty good. I don't think you'd actually, it's sort of like a keep warm. But by the time this is all insulated, you're probably not even going to have that surface. I'm sort of envisioning a sort of metal across all the way bottom, up the sides. This side will be the side with the plumbing, and on the and it'll have probably aircrete for insulation, and aircrete all the way up the riser. And on the other side, there will be it'll be a sheet metal cover, and it'll be full of gravel, and the gravel will allow the air to sort of be sucked through it, so that all those holes that I've drilled in it will still have some effect. And it'll also, that will retain the heat. That'll be the mass side of it. It won't be much mass, but we'll just see how it goes. But that is that's totally working. I'm happy I've persisted with it and not just gone off the first test, which was with just pine. It's certainly at the moment not a pine burner. That's right. I think this is the third outro that I've done, but I keep coming back here and looking at it and finding something worth recording. It's pretty good. Not bad at all.